Welcome to another edition of Checking Out the Library. Joining me today is Matt Ball. Matt is a pianist, grew up in Oak Park, and Matt's going to be performing a concert here, a solo concert here on February 28th, Sunday, February 28th at 2 o'clock. Free show.
That's right.
So we want everybody watching and listening to this program to come and bring a friend. And Matt, first off, tell us a little bit about you. Tell us a little bit about your background. And then we'll talk a little bit more about the kinds of sounds that people are going to hear when they come to the show.
Okay. Well, today what I want to tell people about me is that I'm a boogie woogie and blues pianist.
Okay.
And for those who might not know what...
Boogie Woogie?
Yes. What is boogie woogie?
Yeah.
Boogie woogie is a jazz music from America's swing era, but more specifically it's a rhythm-filled piano style that was designed as a dance music.
Okay.
Okay.
This is the 20s, 30s?
Broadly speaking, you can think of the swing era between the two world wars.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Got it.
So a range of years.
Okay. And so the style you're playing is the style that was something, was it attributed to one person, or is it just something that grew out of the jazz, the post-World War I jazz era?
Well, the style that I play is the very much in the tradition of the instrumental blues and boogie woogie artists that had the heyday of their popularity in the late 30s and probably to the end of World War II.
Okay.
So I play very much in the tradition of the big three names of instrumental boogie woogie are Albert Ammons, Pete Johnson, and Meade Lux Lewis.
Okay.
And they're the big three in part because of a Carnegie Hall concert event that happened in 1938 that helped to usher in Boogie Woogie's popularity in a way that it hadn't enjoyed prior to that. And so it became a jazz craze of that generation after this kind of seminal event.
So when people come to the concert on February 28th, they're going to hear both Boogie Woogie, which is a little more upbeat than blues, but they're going to hear blues as well.
They're going to hear blues as well, and I try to have a repertoire or a program that demonstrates a blues style from both the Chicago as well as the New Orleans area, those being significant because traditional blues history will demarcate those urban centers as the most vital for the blues and boogie development.
So there's a difference between a Chicago blues and a New Orleans blues.
Yeah, there are different rhythm textures involved.
Can you give us a sample?
Sure.
Just here's a quick piano lesson.
Sure. Okay. So we blues in a Chicago tradition would be something like this.
So that's Chicago blues.
Yeah, and then New Orleans tradition would have something with more of a what's kind of called a habanero beat. So.
Yeah, and believe it or not, even I can pick up the difference in those two sounds.
Yeah, it's a different rhythm.
Yeah, that's very cool. Now, switching up a little bit, so that's the blues end of the spectrum. What about the boogie woogie?
Yeah.
The boogie woogie is much more upbeat.
It is, and boogie woogie is an outgrowth from the blues. I try to explain it to people in the following way. You can imagine like a blues singer early on that might have a piano accompanist.
Mm-hmm.
And during that set of singing, she or he might give the throw a chance to the pianist to have a solo.
Oh, okay, right.
And so this is the place where the pianist would play his blues faster, more upbeat, and try to impress. So he would try to play his blues in a more virtuosic way.
Mm-hmm.
And this is really what Boogie Woogie is. It's a fast-paced,
Uh-huh.
more developed form of blues.
So is it kind of, would it be safe to say it's kind of freestyle? It's not really written down note for note. It's kind of giving the pianist or a chance to improvise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So, yeah.
Do we have a sample?
Sure.
I know you have a sample in the bag of that.
Yeah, a faster-paced boogie would be something like. So that's a
Wonderful.
thicker sound than.
Oh yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah.